All right, here we go. Yay. Hi, everyone. It's me, Allie, here with Sodium, and we are so excited to be starting this podcast. And we have our extra special guest starting us off, and it's going to be with Sugar Fix in Chicago with Dr. Jessica Emery. So thank you so much for jumping on here with us today. How's everything been over there?
Things are good. Things are really good. We've been back to work for a lot of weeks, I think 8 weeks plus now, and we're rocking it. It's
That's
good.
Awesome.
Minus the PPE.
Happy to hear it. So jumping back in, Sodium takes care of you guys really great with digital technology support. Will also help if you guys have any problems with your digital x-ray sensors. A lot of times you guys have a sensor that's just sitting around in your office and you didn't even know you could do anything with it.
And that is good to know, because I was just mentioning that I have one actually that we think that you, so yes, I have a digital sensor actually that's been sitting around, and because I have ones that work, I was just like, okay, it's going to cost $1 gazillion for me to, either get another one, or probably fix it. But I didn't really even know there was a fix option. So I'm glad you brought that to my attention. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah, just really quick form on our website. Just fill that out and pop it on over here. We'll get it right back to you. So that's exciting news. So I just kind of want to ask you about, like, when you got started with dentistry, like, what was there any like digital diagnostic tools like you'd recommend for like other dentists getting started that'd be like most vital to get like in their office right away, like that would really help give them that return?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I through the quarantine time, like, I loved it because I was able. I had dentists at my fingertips. Like, I've been trying to get my word out to dentists for so long, and like the why behind like stepping into social media and experience in the practice and digital and like all of these things, because what I have found through people wanting to step into their branding, etc., it's like you can't look one way like here and then people walk through the doors and you're a complete different way. We're talking like, up your A game on your website and it looks all techy, like you've got all the bells and whistles, and then you come through and you've got paper charts and, whatever. So I was able to, like I said, speak to a lot of dentists, and now I'm like coaching a lot of dentists, and this is so much fun for me. Is I'm actually working with startups because I love being able to be a mentor to them and hold their hand, because they don't know what they don't know as far as.
Exactly. No, they kind of got to be shown, you've been doing it.
Yes. And my number one thing I could not live without in my practice, and I have 3 of them, 1 in each room, I have 3 ops, is my DigitalDoc camera. I am obsessed.
There you go.
I love it. And there is no dentist that should be without it. It sells. Okay. So dentistry is selling. We need to educate our patients. If you're going to tell someone you're going to charge them $500 for a filling, like, I would kind of want to know what's
going on.
Right. Like, they trust you, but they are really going to trust you if you can show them, bring around on a screen in front of them, the failing margins of that restoration. They're like, ew, get that out. Like, there's not even a
Take
question.
care of that.
Yeah.
Right. Because if they're seeing the issue, there's going to be no question. I mean, if I saw something like that, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want that taken care of. I'm not going to wait. You're going to get that procedure done. It helps educate them, and that patient acceptance goes up the roof, which you're saying. You can't go wrong with having that type of technology in the room.
Yes. So, I mean, definitely the screens. Okay. So the one thing I don't get about dental practices that are still doing this to this day, it's like, why are you putting screens in the corner of the room? Like up high. So when the patient goes back, they can't see anything. You're playing a TV, they can't hear it or even see it for that matter. Like, none of that makes sense to me, where those arms on those chairs have an arm extension to put a flat screen on the chair, so you can bring it around. You can bring it around. But that's when you bring from your computer screen and your software the images. I mean, how are dentists doing cosmetic consults without bringing a photo around in front of the patient on a screen? So yes, I know some are using iPads, but like, let's come up to like where we are today.
Modern dentistry.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? So absolutely, positively flat screen. So I've been digital since I opened a scratch fee-for-service practice 14 years ago, and paperless completely. So it definitely
has paid off for you. As you can, I mean, like you said, I mean, the acceptance and the education, right? It saves you so much time, I'm sure. I mean, it's got to.
$1,000,000,000. I mean, and I wouldn't be able to do as well as I do and work as little as I do at Sugar Fix. I mean, I do a lot of other things, but at Sugar Fix, seeing patients, it's like, work less and make more, but you have to invest.
That's what the motto is. Yeah.
You know, dentists have to realize, you know, you've got to step it up. So the dentists I'm working with now are definitely like, that first investment is absolutely going to be with the DigitalDocs for sure. And that's a personal thing, right? Like, I know that there are a lot of cameras out there. I have tried other cameras. I actually had other cameras that I paid a lot for that are currently in my basement at the office because I just loved the Iris. Like, I loved the DigitalDoc camera. I mean, they upgrade. I'm on it. There's that. And then the one thing that I have embraced that I didn't think I ever would is the CIRAC and the CAD cam, which we're talking. So many have the oh my gosh, the other scanner that we were just talking about like a minute ago, that I don't have, but you know, basically something to scan in the office, for impressions, the digital scanners.
So a 3D scanner.
3D scanner.
Yeah, we have,
sure.
That's something if you wanted to check out. It's definitely in our product list, but I know, you know, some most dentists already have the mindset on what they're looking for, but we just started carrying a 3D scanner as well.
That's awesome. So it's the iTero. So I forgot it for a second. But so the iTero, well, it connects with Invisalign, I believe. So it makes it easy for people to send, you know, impressions to them and all of that. The CIRAC itself, what I have found in Chicago anyway, is that people, you know, so value time today that, you know, versus someone having to come back for a crown and get numb again and all of that, you know, people are wanting to do quadrant dentistry and doing crowns like same day. So the CIRAC has been phenomenal as well for my practice. Cutting edge when people say, oh, you know, we have a 3D printer and, you know, a scanner, they're just like, oh, I am where I'm supposed to be. Because people, when they're paying a lot of money, want to know you're cutting edge.
Absolutely. Yeah. You want to have,
you're cutting a tooth.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Improve dentistry right away with digital technology for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like in general, you know, you want that patient to feel most comfortable and making sure you have everything that gets them. And you guys do that pretty well at your office. I've seen through your posts with the awesome, what is those? The heat wraps, the scented and the TV. You guys do a really good job with patient comfortability. So
lavender. We do hot towels. I mean, the experience to me, it's like, if you're going to be that practice, you know, with the tech and stuff, it takes a little bit of extra to step up the experience, but people will remember how they felt all day. They don't know that you put a perfect distal cusp in their mouth, like on that tooth. Like they'll know how they
felt. Yes. And that's, I think, just number one in general with anything. You always just want to have a good, warm, welcome feeling. You want to feel good. So that's great. So thank you for touching on that and what you got started in your practice with the flat screens. That's a really great tip. And I feel like, you know, it shouldn't be hiding in a corner, and also having a DigitalDoc camera in general, intraoral camera. If you guys don't have one, they're very important to get started and have in your practice. I for sure know if the patient can see what the dentist is seeing, you're going to feel much more comfortable understanding what's going on in your mouth. So
absolutely. Every new patient should get a full walk around, like a tour of their mouth. You're looking at every single tooth, especially today. So many people are clenching and grinding their teeth. You can show them where facets and like
get that full patient information chart going with their
that's going to bring
tooth images.
That the ROI on that is huge. Technology, the ROI will come back all day long.
Yes, it will. Sure. Yeah, won't see an issue there.
No, patient acceptance will be through the roof.
When dentists go digital, what's like most important for you and why you would think dental technology should be held at an importance when you're getting ready to start a practice? So like sometimes, like you said, like you'll have like paper in there, or you're not using a sensor and you're still going film. Why would you prefer them to maybe go digital? Like what would be a good push being a dentist?
Personally, again, this is personal. It's shortcutting it when you are going to use old school things because you don't want to spend the money. My question is why? So I mean, let me tell you the thing too, for dentists, it's not only their patients, it's their team members. No team members want to be using dip and old school, you know, equipment and things. They want the best for their patients too. Right. So how is it going to make them feel? It's going to increase the, you know, the culture is going to be so much better there as well, because they're going to be so excited to talk about, you know, the new, you know, yes, call them bells and whistles, but actually they're really not. They really are where they should be today.
Right. But most time digital technology, especially like digital x-ray sensors, like those are like, so you see them everywhere. And if you're not using them, like you're wasting time on like all this, you know, processing and film, and the material just starts adding up. So sometimes it's like, they don't think about really that long-term, that it's going to save you. in the long run.
So amazing, because I don't even know anybody that uses the dip, except, like I said, I had one person recently that told me her office still kind of had that. And I was like, what?
Whoa.
I understand with charts with an office, that's very difficult because they try to onboard with new software to be, technology and all, but like that takes time. But again, I personally would be like, okay, I'm going to have someone in that is going to work 24/7 to scan all of these charts in so we can be done with them. Because I personally, again, would not want someone coming in and seeing hundreds of charts behind me. That is just totally old school.
It is, yes.
Me. Like, I mean, this is the way I look at it too. If you want to provide incredible dentistry or cosmetic dentistry, so I do cosmetic dentistry, I want them coming in and like coming into like the high mileage club. I'm thinking of an airport. Like, you want them to come in to
access, like VIP service, like 5 class.
Correct. Yeah. If they see old charts, like how are they going to feel about the dentistry you're putting in their mouth? Like using old stuff. Like, I don't know. I just think it's time for everybody to upgrade. We are in 2020, like almost 2021. Crazy.
I know, it's going by quick.
It's time. And it doesn't have to be overwhelming and all at once. But I also know this is the frustrating part for me as a dentist is that, yes, the overhead is ginormous. Okay. It is like we're not the way dentistry used to be when dentists used to make money. Like now our overhead is so high and it is really hard. And I get that. But at the same time, you still have it. So make it happen. Like when dentists are like,
we're trying to ease those pains for dentists. We're trying to come out with ways where we can actually like, if you're getting started, especially like you said, the startups, like we're trying to do like a rental sensor, like where you can rent it just to get started until you know like how your revenue is going to be. Because sometimes that upfront cost, like you said, like it's like, oh, I don't know if I need to buy 3 right now. I can't afford 3 for all 3 of my operatories. So then you're sharing the sensor, right?
Right, but that's okay.
We're trying to,
You can make stuff happen, but start with baby steps. But start and get it in to start making that money now to pay it off and take care of your patients first. I mean,
take care of your patients. Yep.
So
can't go wrong with that.
No. And the other thing too, I mean, photography. Well, so DigitalDoc Camera also does extra orals, and I'm not in network with any insurances, but there are the ones that have to document all their stuff. They have to document. So if they're doing Propel or whatever, they're going to have to take pictures. It is way faster to take a picture with an internal camera than get out your Canon,
and take pictures that way. No, because you can just hold it right out and take it.
Yes. And then it's automatically in the chart and it's go time.
The Discovery HD Pro has been pretty cool. So it's wireless and wired. So, I mean, I've heard a lot about DigitalDoc. I mean, even our brand owners know about them. There's a great company as well. It's just, I wanted them in case if anyone can't hit that price point. We're kind of in that middle ground where that's still a little bit more affordable, but it's still a really good camera. And
it's similar. It's similar.
Yeah, it's similar. Yep.
That's cool.
It's got a good body. It's got like a head, which is adjustable on it. It's pretty cool. So
it is cool. I mean, as long as it's not, like I said, so many of
them $300 in eBay. Don't do
quality. No, my God.
You can't clean it. It's got no lens cover.
Quality is everything.
Quality, yes.
If you're going to show your patients photos, they better be good. And that's also why you need a good camera. Like if you're going to do a cosmetic consult, like don't take photos with your iPhone. Sorry.
Nope.
You need a
not
good,
gonna do it.
High def, like DSLR camera to, again, bring them around on the screen so it's not pixelated and it looks nice. And again, like I said, you're selling dentistry, so it's that could cost as much as a car. So, and they're going to refer you.
That's what it's all about. Exactly. They're going to refer you.
Yeah. They have to invest. Like I said, that's my number one is investing in, software, right? Just going digital out of the gate and the
computer systems, the integration,
digital x-rays, digital camera.
A piano machine if you're looking for it for general dentistry. I don't know if you guys have one.
I have an X-T3D that I don't use really. I use it on occasion. I would much rather have, and of course I have digital x-rays, a full set of x-rays than a pan, and I don't see children.
Yeah, you take your FMX. Yeah.
So I don't need the wisdoms. I do implants, like slam dunk implants occasionally. So I'll take that just to do my planning for my stent, but not that often do I use it. It's pretty new still. I had to have it. So I'm someone that needs bells and whistles. Like if I go to,
you're right. You might need it. So if you can get it and you can afford it, I mean, it's great to have. I mean, it's definitely, it's going to get its ROI for sure.
girl, I can't afford it, and I still will want to have it, and I'll find a way.
Hey, preach. I mean, I think everyone, you're gonna want these things, like you said, like even like the nice DigiDocs, like you're gonna want them right away. But some people are like, can't do it, but they want it and they get it, and you're like, well, it'll come back.
Right. I mean, that's why I stay away from those conference, like midwinter, because I'll just be like, yep, need, want,
need. Yeah, it was a lot of fun in midwinter. We always have a good time. We try to give you dentists what you need. So we gave away an Aurora sensor, which was really cool. We have a digital X-ray sensor that we manufacture and make, and we gave one away to a dentist, which was really cool. And he's been rocking it.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's where it's at. Does that only work with a certain software, or does it work with all of them?
No. Works with all of them. Yeah, we made it we like to make it integrate with anyone's software, all the big names like Dexis, EagleSoft, like it's crisp, it's clean, you can see everything you need to see. Just amazing. It's been stress tested. I love the core.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because I think most of them have issues like stress tests. If you drop one, like you're down.
Yep, you're down.
Or the core.
Yeah, that's something you won't have a problem with us here. Even our coverage plans, we try to give you guys accidental damage coverage, which is really great. A lot of companies don't do that.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I think that's amazing. That's like iPhone coverage. And again, you know what? That's cutting edge. So your company is like stepping into being cutting edge, and that helps dentists a lot, which is appreciated. I mean,
we're really trying to do what's best for you guys. You can't help when a patient bites down on that cable and then it's not covered. And like, that's when they try to get you.
Right. Yeah. It's hard because I always want to hide everything, and it's not that aesthetic, but like, we know there are certain things we have to hide. I mean, it's the same thing with the Cavitron cords.
Right.
You got to be careful, obviously, like in case they get clipped or something happens, and
you don't want that to happen. You gotta make sure it's all nice and safe and tucked away. That'd be an expense.
Thousands of dollars.
Yes. So I wanted to ask if you had any questions for us here, and if not, I wanted just to see if you needed anything.
So this is the first, so thank you for having me. I appreciate having me on your new podcast and like your YouTube. This is so fun. I love a company that's stepping into digital, like online. It says a lot about
having an online face, personality.
And connecting with dentists is huge, because we just touched on this a little bit a minute ago too. It's taking the salesiness out, which nobody likes.
No one wants to talk about it. Yeah.
Right. So relationships are everything. And I love that you're starting to do that and educate us, because with a new company like yours up and coming, as we were talking about before, there are big dogs out there. And immediately we know to go to them. So I love that you're educating, because I did not know really prior to, well, I mean, of course, here we are again. Like, I find everyone on Instagram. That's how we connected.
That is how we connected. Yep.
And I love that. And I love that. So
me too.
I've learned about you and your company, and, continue to through, like I said, through that. And now through meeting you in person, which is nice.
Thank you. You as well. It's been such a pleasure.
Yeah, me here too. I just didn't know. I knew you were like into tech, but I didn't know, like I said, you fixed digital sensors or had all of these things. And I don't know if you want to share with everybody the story of the company and the two guys behind it. And
absolutely.
That's kind of fun as a startup. And why we should work with you.
So to start out, I wanted to start with Sean and Jake started this company in 2011, Sodium Dental, and they've been working for different companies like DigitalDoc and other Fortune 500 technologies out there. And they were like thinking, okay, well, there needs to be a niche. Like, we're working on these digital technology that are the sensors. And all these sensor companies, they're having all these malfunctions. They're not working as long. What can we do to like help a niche that's like tons of dentists have probably tons of sensors just laying around all the time? So they broke away and started their own company called Sodium Dental, and we do digital X-ray sensor repair. And then after that, we started getting old like chairs and dental equipment, and actually started cleaning it up and then fixing it and then reselling it. And it eventually made us get products and services on our own. So we started getting licensings and getting all kinds of technology kind of for you guys. So like digital X-ray sensors, a lot of it's the diagnostics, but we also do like, IT support and all that good stuff, helping you integrate and work and actually pretty much outfit a dental office for technology. So we have panel machines and 3D CTs and all that good stuff. So
that's awesome. See, like, I didn't know any of that. So I'm glad, like I said, it's nice to know like what you have. So how are you getting out in front of dentists other than this channel?
So we get out in front of the dentist a lot for pre-COVID, right? We were doing a lot of events and going out. And then, like I told you, we were trying to now flex and talk to you guys and do our marketing muscle as, hey, let's get more on YouTube. Let's, Instagram, social media. We want to be out here. And like you said, get kind of the salesy vibe, not like right in your face and be cold calling. We kind of want to be a comfortable, like just company, when you need help, like, oh, Sodium's the people to call. Like, we're going to be friendly, super supportive, and we're always there to help. So I know we're always, we're on the lines. Even during COVID, we kept 2 people in office. That was really awesome. And we could also work remotely from home, taking care of digital technology equipment. So when there still were sensors breaking down for emergency dentistry, we got tons of still sensors, and we were fixing them and shipping them like overnight. So it was really great. Like, yeah, we have a system where we can do 1-night shipping. And
got it.
So it's like you send it in, we see it. And what's really great is if like we can't fix it, we're obviously not going to charge you. We send you the paperwork, and if you guys agree to that, then we get right away working on it and ship it right back to you. So it's about 2-3 business days, but it's pretty quick process. We have where you can ship it in 1 day. That's why it's even quicker. So it's just like boom, gets over here. And again, like if you're having any issues when it comes to like your system's just not working, you can call in and we can literally remote in and fix the bugs that are going on within your computer system.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's one thing.
Because we can be remote or on site.
Yeah, the biggest struggle in my entire career to now is IT. You said the guys were IT or something like that.
Yes, they do IT support, and we have some really great IT managers on the team now, and we're always like a call away. Like we are ready to fix whatever it is you're going to need.
What I have found in dentistry is that there are not, unfortunately, enough, or like IT has been the struggle. Like having an issue,
I've heard.
Having to put in a ticket and wait, to me, is not okay today.
No. Takes too long.
Extremely frustrating.
Yes.
But like I said, it's also been difficult because there have not been that many companies out there that do it and do it well, for dental. It's not like there are multiple softwares with that IT. I mean, I had done a lot of research because I was trying to
know how to work with, right.
And then it can get scary too, because you're like, I've got this server, and like, you don't want to risk losing things or having
the backup.
My God. Right. Well, the backup, the iCloud backups, like all this stuff that no one understands.
And we can definitely vouch to say we know how to do that. So that is good.
Okay. Well, that's insane and amazing. And I would like vouch for you. Like that is incredible, because I don't know many companies, honestly, that it's one thing for sensors and stuff and fixing things, but IT is a whole
other ball game. And that's why I'm trying to be like an umbrella company. You can come to us for all your technology needs, even the support aspect, like the actual handle on the umbrella. When people say the umbrella company, like, okay, here's our tools. Okay, we can also support you. Like this is like, you can't have the top without the handle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's awesome.
The metaphor. So I'm like, we got to be able to be there for the dentist fully. And I think that's what Sean and Jake really took in consideration, like working and seeing where you guys were having your problems. They wanted to fix those big problems. Like IT, like you said, it's a whole nother ball game, and like they wanted that base covered.
It needs to be, because that's like a 911 when something happens and we don't know how to fix it. It costs a lot of money, like, and it's extremely frustrating, if you can't, like I said, get it fixed right away. Because if you're down, if your computer is like down and you can't walk someone out for whatever, an extra charge, like it's not really good. I don't know, because customer service to me is everything. Like everything has to be flowing and working, and if something doesn't, I want an answer. The dental company is like HIPAA compliant, and you've got all the things. I mean, that's the important stuff. Like with this,
and we also offer that. So if you needed it, you let us know.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely like, don't want to cut corners on that kind of stuff.
You can't. No, you can get a lot of trouble, and if it's not done right, I mean, you're going to be running into trouble.
Right.
So it's definitely important to make sure you have that all under wraps the right way.
Oh my God, totally. I mean, I expanded, so I had to add, and every so many years we have to redo all of our
computers, redo it.
Upgrade, like, and it's epic.
Just did a lot of people to Windows 10 because 7 was done, and you'd be out of HIPAA. So if you guys are still on 7, get to 10 because you are un-HIPAA compliant.
We had to. We didn't even have. We got that bill for $20K or something. Like I didn't have an option. It was like we had to upgrade. But the thing was, is I had only upgraded like 3 or 4 years before. So for all of you that haven't, like, I'm sorry, like even prior or not upgrading your like dip X-rays, I'm like, get up to speed, because like
get up to speed.
You have
to. I don't know how comfortable I'd feel wanting to go in there. Not that it's, terrible, but like to me, it's like modern dentistry now. Like you kind of need to be with the times. Like you said, you've got to up your game.
I have been in dental practices to do photos for branding, and their dental chairs have been ripped. Okay.
What?
Patients are sitting in chairs with ripped leather.
Chairs. That's not right.
You cannot, like,
that is not even cleanly. Stuff can get in the, ew.
Like, I'm going to talk to someone and be like, oh yeah, I can do 2 cosmetic veneers on 8 and 9, but yeah, my chair is ripped. Oh my God. No.
No way.
Like,
no way. It's gotta be clean, and it's gotta be together.
Right. So to do audits,
quality
you coming in and doing it, or right, if someone needs help, or because sometimes too, like, people don't see what they don't see. I mean, a rip you're going to see, obviously, but me going into practices, a lot of times, like, I'll see things that they weren't necessarily aware of, and it brings to their attention, but like, they really have to open their eyes and look around. Like, even the sneeze guards right now, like, people, you have to keep those immaculate every day, which means Windexing them, just like your front door, fingerprints, like, you know, especially now people are looking at everything, but everyone should have been doing this all along.
Everyone should have always been doing it, right?
But you find stuff you like wipe, and it's like, oh my God, people.
It's gross. Yep.
It's like, look,
we're not staying very sanitary. Whew.
People are coming and paying to stay, like we were saying, high-end hotel or whatever, paying to stay in your office, or paying you for your services. Like, have the creme de la creme stuff. Like, start small if you need to.
Absolutely. And
then step it up and step in. People will appreciate just seeing you're making those changes as you can.
Improvements are never going to hurt. You know, even like you said, if it's small, it's going to build, and that's how you create your empire. I mean, like, you know, Rome didn't build something today. Your company, I look back at some of your amazing photos from your Instagram. I mean, what was it? I think it was like a picture from 2014, and you had like your square stickers on dental.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yes. I saw that, and I'm like, that's how you start. Like, same with like anything you want to do. That's how like they did it, you know? Yes. Small digital technology company, and you just kept building up, and you get more and more products, and we wanted better services. So you got to keep expanding that knowledge and then growing a team. Just like yourself.
We cleaned out our garage. I don't know if you saw it on Instagram. We cleaned out our garage. I don't know why we didn't do it during quarantine, but like, we just drove in on Sunday or whatever. The Sunday, I found piles of photos, before and after photos, and I'm like, actually,
crazy,
photos.
Right?
Photos. Like, these are from so long ago, because we've been doing digital, but I used to actually print them out to give the patient.
And then show. Yep.
Yeah, like, and now we're like, email.
Yep.
You know, and it's incredible to see how times have changed. But like, from the get-go, I tried to do whatever I could to the best of what we could do it at that time, you know?
I agree. I think, you know, you just got to all you can do, honestly. I mean, you know, keep building it up. And here with us, we just want to do the same thing. And I've just been so grateful. And thank you so much for your time. I know we've been on for a second.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I just wanted to say again, thank you so much for your time, Dr. Jessica Emery. Your practice is so beautiful. Keep up the amazing work. And thank you for learning a little bit more about Sodium Dental and what we do here. And we are so excited to be speaking with you, and make sure to send us in your sensor.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.